Hey guys, Donnie here with another Pub Sports Radio play of the day. Yesterday, cashing easily on the Green Bay Packers' first half team total over 12.5. Didn't have to sweat that as much as they scored 3 touchdowns in the first half, driving our overall record now to 13-6 overall in our 19 play of the day videos. Today is Monday. It is College Football National Championship Monday. This game is going to be exciting. We're certainly interested, and we think you can make some money on this one as well. Clemson Tigers, LSU Tigers, battle the Tigers. Both of these teams play their home games in Death Valley, but this home game is going to be in New Orleans, most likely an LSU home crowd of probably 75% or more. They're going to be excited. They're going to be loud. It's in a dome, but let's see if those Clemson fans do turn out and try to make it even. If we take a look at some of the odds out here, LSU obviously the favorite. They opened up around 5.5, 6 in that range, but now down it looks like to 5 and 5.5 across the board as a side. If we look at the totals, opened up around 68.5, 69. That's actually come down a little bit as we're sitting around that 67.5 total. If we take a look at both of these teams, Clemson Tigers haven't lost in a long time, and LSU has been absolutely fantastic. When we take a look at just, some of the outrageousness, as we like to say, look at the Clemson Tigers on defense, primarily over the season, getting it done week after week after week. If you look on the season, 11.5 points per game. If we take a look at the offense for Clemson, averaging 45 points a game. Looking overall at LSU, playing a tougher schedule, obviously being in the SEC, 48.9 points per game, giving up 21 points per game. Both of these offenses are really good, but also they do bring some defense to the table. Now, the ingredients that we want to look at here, that's a high total. You're looking at, both teams hopefully get into the 30s if you're trying to look for an over in this game, and also with a 5-point line. They specifically think in the second half this is going to be a close game. But I'm going to dive into something that I like. Now, LSU has scored a lot of points on the season. Keep in mind, after beating Auburn on October the 26th, 23-20, 46 points they put up against Alabama, 58 points versus Ole Miss, 56 versus Arkansas, 50 versus A&M, 37 versus Georgia, and then 63 points versus the Oklahoma Sooners. That offense is moving. Clyde Hilaire-Edwards is back for this football game. He should be even more in tune after having a couple weeks to get that hamstring injury right and corrected. But what I like to see about the Clemson Tigers, and you try to dig in and try to find things that make sense, since getting into the playoffs, which Clemson has been the past couple years. It seems like they face Alabama just about every year. Starting with December 31st, 2015, that was the Orange Bowl, the first playoff against Oklahoma, where they won 37-17. Going all the way down that list, let's just see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've played 8 playoff games over the past couple years. In those 8 playoff games, the most they've ever given up was 45 points in a loss to the Alabama Sooners, and that was in the 2016 College Football Championship. That was the high watermark. If we take all of those 8 games, which means Brett Venables and Dabo Swinney getting extra time to prepare, do you know they only give up 19 points per game in those football games? And yes, that includes the high watermark of 45. In this game, I've been on Clemson all year. I thought they're the best football team overall, but they are going to get a surge against LSU. But here's the fact. We're not talking about, can LSU score 21 points, 28 points, 35 points? LSU's team total is 37.5 in this football game. So you're figuring on 5 touchdowns and a field goal. I think Brett Venables and that Clemson defense is going to be on point tonight. Are they going to shut down LSU? No, they're not going to shut down LSU. That is an unbelievable offense with the number 1 overall quarterback that's going to be selected number 1 in the NFL. But let's keep in mind also Clemson on the opposite side has the number 1 quarterback next year in the NFL draft. I think it's going to be an unbelievably entertaining game. But if I'm looking here, you guys know I love taking team totals and games that to go over. Our Pub Sports Radio play of the day in the national championship football game is going to be at 5 dimes, and we took 37.5 as a team total under for the LSU Tigers. I think Brett Venables going to have a pretty good game plan. It's going to be a fast surface. It's going to be loud. Maybe some nerves to get out here. Could they go over 37.5? Yes, they've done it many times this year. But I think the Clemson Tigers defense is going to be on point tonight. Play of the day for Pub Sports Radio. Under the team total for the Clemson Tigers, 37.5. We did take it at 5 dimes today. If you haven't checked it out yet, please check out pubsportsradio.com. Also, give us a follow on Twitter at pubsportsradio. And also, if you look at this video, you like the content, you want us to keep doing this, hit the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. Turn your notifications on. Let's win some money. We've already got 13 under our belt. Let's hit number 14 tonight and send this college football season out with a bang. I'm Donnie Seymour for Pub Sports Radio. Good luck on your wager tonight.